how do you know that you qualify for German citizenship through descent, or are there any other pathways? Could you summarize it for us?
Okay, so it depends how much you did yourself, how much research you probably did yourself first, but a good way to start is giving us a call.
Yes.
If you really want to find out if you're eligible. A lot of people just call up because they've done a little bit of family research, something German popped up in their ancestry. That could be your mother, your grandfather, your great-grandfather, and even further. And yeah, so you can ring us up and tell us what you know, and we'll see if there might be a pathway for German citizenship for you.
Because there are several pathways, right? So prior to September 2021, I think it's fair to say that German's laws were quite restrictive when it came to dual citizenship. But all of that changed when the parliament, the Bundestag, has made these new rules. Can you just quickly summarize for us the types of pathways that one can follow to German citizenship?
Yeah, absolutely. So the biggest one is probably determination of German citizenship. So if you have an ancestor that was born in Germany, left Germany, immigrated to another country, the main things about that is if it's a male lineage, when they're naturalized, so became citizens of the other country they immigrated to, if that happened before or after the next generation was born. And so we try to sort of start I always call it the domino effect. So it sort of hops into the next generation, and then so on, so till it hits your generation. So that's
Marina,
yeah.
Sorry to interrupt you there,
No.
but that just means that somebody was born German, is that right? So regardless of where they were born, we just check whether they qualified through descent, essentially, is that right?
Yes. So if they're born in Germany, if they were German citizens, so that's probably how I should say, that they're born in Germany and lived in Germany and were German citizens when
so your ancestors, in other words, yeah?
Yes,
we're talking about your ancestors. So you
yourself,
yeah.
Yeah, like your grandfather, your father, your great-grandfather,
okay.
Your previous generations immigrated to another country. Then the other one would be restitution, which is considering your ancestors that were persecuted during World War II. You know, a lot of ancestors of Jewish faith, your grandparents, most likely your grandparents. It's at the moment in that sort of time frame that it would be your grandparents that had to leave Germany. So you can claim German citizenship back through restitution, if that's the case. And then you were talking about the new law that changed in September last year, which is great. It's called Declaration of German Citizenship. So before that change, it was always, if you were born before 1975, you were in wedlock, so your parents were married, you always automatically received your father's citizenship. You couldn't get your mother's if you were born before 1975. And they opened up that gap finally to 1949. So if you were born after 1949 to a German mother but a foreign father in wedlock, you could now claim that back on the female lineage, which is great.
Yeah, so a lot more flexible than it was. So let me just summarize it. So there's determination, restitution, and the third one is?
Declaration.
Yeah. And there's another pathway which is super difficult and like very discretionary, and that's called discretionary naturalization. Is that right?
Yes, that's correct. That's a pathway. It's you know, for some reason you might have German ancestry, but you're not eligible because it was too far back. But you really, really would like to, you know, become German and have German citizenship. You can naturalize. You mentioned it's a long process and discretionary, so there's no guarantee that you receive it. You do have to have a lot of commitment and you know, that you really want to do it. There is a language requirement, and you know, you have to prove that you have you in the sort of German culture, or you have ties to Germany. You really, really, really want to be a German,
yeah. And you need to have, you need to kind of be an asset to the German economy or culture, whatever it may be. So interesting. All right. Well, thank you for that quick summary. And already, I don't know about people that are watching, but my head is already spinning with the different options and eligibility criteria. So I would strongly encourage you to reach out to Marina. Our eligibility assessments are free, and there's absolutely no obligation for you to proceed with our services. But what she will do is she'll guide you through what documents are needed, what information is needed, and we'll give you a very clear answer with her eligibility team or compliance team about whether you qualify, if so, for what, and what you will need to do in order to reclaim your German citizenship, whichever pathway you qualify for.
Yeah, absolutely. You have nothing to lose. That's what we're here for, that you call up and find out if there is a possibility or not. So no harm in doing so.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Marina. And again, we encourage you to get in contact. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.